another episode here of the Mass Effect Andromeda walkthrough. 4 episodes in, we finally got through that main mission. Just bear with me while I ensure the stream is up. There we go, perfect. It's up and operational. Alright, so we just got to the Nexus. We're gonna have to, it looks like this might maybe be like the Citadel structure. That's what it's supposed to be like. I was like, where are these people talking? I saw like the... Okay, so we can't go there.
I need engineering to secure all connections from the Ark to the Nexus.
What's the priority?
Start running power and data links first, then move to secondary comm traffic.
Got it. I'll follow up with their engineers later.
Okay. Looks like there ain't nothing up here. Not yet, anyway. Assuming they ran from over here. Yeah. Alright.
Captain wants to see a full-duty roster.
I just updated the charts.
She'll want to see crew reassignments first. Start with non-essential personnel.
What the hell is this? Nothing to scan in here. Yeah, I knew it. I knew I saw something. Movement really is so awkward. Like, the way this man runs is so weird.
Okay, folks. This is what we've been waiting for. Let your teams know that docking procedures are now in effect. We've got 20,000 colonists still asleep, and we'll need somewhere to put them when the alarm clock goes off. As soon as we get clearance from the Nexus, we'll be following stasis revival protocols. We want to avoid any logjams, so it's vital your teams coordinate with each other and keep people moving. Any questions so far?
How do we handle deaths that occurred in transit?
Right. It's an unfortunate fact that not everyone will have survived the voyage. We've already got scattered reports of medical problems from that dark energy cloud we hit. If somebody didn't make it, check with the medical officer. We'll see about notifying their next of kin. I'm hoping it's a rare exception. Also, try to keep it quiet. Andromeda is all about new beginnings, not holding funerals.
Alright. Looks like we're going straight to business here. Initiate the tram.
It'll be nice to see some friendly faces this time.
The Nexus runs a support crew, just enough to finish building the station and provide safe harbor for the Arks.
Means we can start waking our people up.
They built a bar, right? Gotta have champagne for the welcome party.
You're expecting one?
After what we've been through, I could use a buzz.
We all could.
Yeah. Rough ride so far.
We'll bounce back. Real food and a shower are just ahead.
Yeah, I better hope so. We start smelling.
Here we are.
Oh, jeez. What the hell? That's the Tempest. Just the upper floor. That's a lot. Locate Nexus personnel, that's it. Okay.
I don't see any champagne.
Where is everybody?
New location discovered.
Well, this can't be right.
It's like everything's on standby.
If it's a surprise party, they're doing an awfully good job of it.
What is the new area that I've discovered? Oh, just this whole bubble. I guess I looked at the map a little earlier than I was
We can see
technically.
what the VI has to say.
No, we don't talk to VIs. We don't like talking to VIs. They're annoying.
Plants are still alive.
This is Avina. They brought Avina here. Why she look like that?
Welcome to the Nexus, gateway to Andromeda. I'm Avina, a virtual intelligence designed to assist you with immigration.
Can you tell us where the welcome party is hiding?
I'm sorry, my code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations. Please select from the following pre-programmed responses.
How does the immigration process work?
We ask that you submit to a brief medical exam to ensure your health and well-being after making such a long journey. Once you've been cleared, our colonization experts will assist you in finding your new home. Please be mindful of the queue. Thousands of eager colonists like you are waiting to begin their new life in Andromeda.
Where? Place is deserted.
What can you tell me about the Andromeda galaxy?
Here in Andromeda, you are over 2 million light-years away from the Milky Way galaxy. This is the furthest any life form has ever traveled outside our home system, making you a brave pioneer indeed. The Nexus itself is located in a region known as the Helios Cluster. Here, you and thousands of your fellow colonists will fulfill your dreams of settling a new home. Fortune awaits.
What is the Nexus?
The Nexus serves as the central hub for the Andromeda Initiative's colonization efforts. It is the first destination for all colonists upon their arrival in the new galaxy. Please enjoy the many venues the Nexus has to offer. As the station expands, it will one day serve as the seat of government for Milky Way colonists. Providing a safe, stable, and prosperous environment is our primary goal.
Not from the looks of it.
Where do colonists live?
Once you've cleared immigration, our helpful staff will assist you in choosing the home world of your dreams. Will it be the tropical paradise of Habitat 7, the gentle rolling hills of Habitat 3, or perhaps the mysterious twilight world of Habitat 5? Whichever you choose, rest assured our Pathfinders have carefully vetted all colony worlds to ensure your security and prosperity.
Oh boy.
Habitat 7. That's where we landed. She's way out of date.
What year is it?
The current year is 2819. After spending over 600 years in stasis, it's normal to feel disoriented or confused upon arrival. Our helpful medical staff can assist with any physical or psychological after effects you may be experiencing.
Well, she's got the date right, at least.
So where is everyone?
No idea.
That's all.
It has been my pleasure. Please see one of our helpful immigration staff for further assistance. And welcome to your new home in Andromeda, where the brightest star is you. Current wait time for immigration processing is unknown error.
Right. That was helpful. It's like they didn't finish building it.
They probably did not.
Hello?
This place should be packed with people.
Hydroponics equipment. This terrarium is designed for use in hydroponics and the cultivation of plant life. Holographic systems interface. This is a standard virtual intelligence interface designed for ease of use and relaying information. Alright, only one way to go. Actually, is that true?
There's a guy. Maybe he's got champagne.
Human, this is likely a
Let's
memory
talk to
that
that worker.
Hi there. We're from Ark Hyperion, and wondering where everybody went.
Did he hear you?
Did you say an Ark? Yeah, we just got in.
And for what it's worth, your VI over there could use an update.
But we thought you were all dead.
What?
Or captured, or lost in dark space, or... But you're here. You have no idea how much this means.
I'm just lost. Why are we dead?
I'm Tyrion Candros. I lead our militia on the Nexus.
I'm Scott Ryder. This is Cora Harper and Liam Costa, part of the Pathfinder team.
I'm sorry for the confusion. Our sensors told us an Ark had arrived, but Helios is notorious for scrambling equipment. We thought you were just another malfunction.
Well, I've got a shipload of people that says we're here.
Of course, it's just... you're the first Ark we've seen. After a year of waiting and no sign of the others, we shuttered this area and stopped looking.
You've been stranded for a whole year?
Longer. I'll fill you in on the way to Op Center.
Ah, damn.
Everything that could go wrong with our plan has. We arrived 14 months ago. Right away, we hit a band of dark energy that knocked us off course.
We're familiar with it.
Then you'll know why we call it the Scourge. We lost whole sections of the station. A lot of people died. No power, no food. The chaos went on for months. It finally led to armed rebellion. When order was restored, the insurgents were banished. Exiles, we called them.
Are things back to normal?
Not even close. But you're here now, so maybe the worst is over.
No word from the other Pathfinders?
No word from anyone, period.
Any threats from the locals?
So far, we've stayed hidden. We're in no shape to deal with an attack.
We had a first contact situation on Habitat 7. Whole thing went south. They tried to kill us.
That wasn't first contact. We know about them. Those aliens are going to be a real problem.
This day just keeps getting better.
We're here.
You guys go ahead. I'll check out the security situation.
You should know our command structure has been fractured. Some of us are filling in for leaders who died.
Is it true? They said drop everything and report for duty.
And no one was expecting an Ark to finally show up.
Docking procedures are green across the board.
Stand by to merge Hyperion power into the grid.
Krogan. Solarian.
The crew of the Hyperion.
Good luck.
I'm Jaren Tan, director of the initiative. You have no idea how much your arrival means to us.
Not as much as it means to us. We had one hell of a time getting here. Nice to see some friendly faces.
Hungry faces. Any supplies you can spare would be appreciated.
This is Foster Addison. She oversees colonial affairs. Where's the Pathfinder?
You're looking at him.
You're not Alec Ryder.
My father's dead. He made me his successor.
Alec is dead. Please understand, the entire initiative is at risk. None of the Golden Worlds panned out. They're a bust, and there's been no word from the other arcs.
Every
What
last
happened?
one of them? That's crazy.
Unknown. Our supplies are nearly depleted. Rationing bought us some time, but even that's running out.
We need to find more resources, but that takes people, and we can't wake them up.
Until they have somewhere to live. A golden world.
Now more than ever, we need a Pathfinder.
It now falls to you, Ryder. Are you up to the task?
Of course, of course.
My father believed I am. If you trusted him with a job, you'll have to trust his judgment.
Your father won't be around to fix things if you fail.
That's no way to treat a guest. I'm Nak Morkesh, superintendent of this station. I hope they haven't scared you off already.
It's nothing personal, but now isn't the time for on-the-job training.
At least the Pathfinder here seems willing to try. We could use a fresh perspective.
You've heard my concerns. I'll leave you to it.
We're all feeling the pressure. Let's have a private word in my office, Ryder. We'll discuss giving you a scout ship. I'm happy to work out the details with your associate.
Okay.
Welcome to the Nexus.
Thank you for standing up for me there.
Hope's in short supply here. What little we can find should have a chance.
Ma'am, the Hyperion's core is now online.
Let me show you something. An hour ago, that was all dark. But with the power from your ship, you're keeping the lights on. You have my vote.
And when the power runs out?
You'd best go talk to Director Tan. Make sure that doesn't happen. And don't be shy. Come see me when you have a chance.
Okay. Lots of people to talk to. Oh my goodness. Stuff is just loading in. Okay, speak with Director 10 and the Pathfinder headquarters. Okay, additional tasks, get to know the Nexus. Speak with 10, Cash Candace, and Addison. At the end of every episode, we'll run through that stuff.
Hello, Console. You and I are going to be very good friends. We'll
What the
get you
hell?
all fixed up and ready to go in no time. As soon as we hook you up to all that juicy, juicy power.
What? Girl Scout cookies. Hyperion's inventory lists Galactic Scout cookies.
Wait, really? Seriously? I want those.
I know.
Like cash for the galaxy swirls.
I don't care. It'll be worth it.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power products now control the Hyperion. It's good to have you here.
It's good to be How the hell should I know?
Excellent. Let's go over the
Spender,
document
you have a
checklist, shall
job.
we?
If you want to keep it, do it. God damn it. All right, what happened?
To who?
To whom? And your goddamn father. Sorry, my face
okay.
is tired from dealing with everything. And right now, I just want to know what happened with Alec.
In the moment, it saved my life. But it seems my father meant for me to get the role eventually.
It isn't hereditary. If we wanted an inbred monarchy, we could have left half our gene stock back home. Not home. The Milky Way. This is home. This mess. We don't have a lot of options, Ryder. Maybe you'll prove your father right. After 14 months of failed colonization, forgive me if I don't hold my breath.
How do you fit into the Nexus leadership?
I oversee the actual settlement effort. As the number of outposts is currently less than ideal, my influence is limited. As Tan is quick to remind me. Left a perfectly adequate career as a chief officer. Provincial capital, too. Only a new galaxy could pull me away. And here we are, idling.
You called my father Alec. No one does that.
A lot of us joined the initiative because of his vision. What he shared of it, anyway.
Were you friends? Or...
I'm not your new mother, if that's what you're asking. Or his friend. He hated that I didn't use his title. But no one's a pathfinder until they've path-found something. Much like a colonial director without colonies.
So you're just annoying, is what I'm hearing.
There must be some kind of plan for encountering hostile aliens. We can't have been that naive.
We expected life, not an enemy that refuses to talk. They don't attack, they disinfect. We're nothing until we're bacteria. Sorry, 14 months and you stoop to poetry. That's how bad it is. Not sure who started it, but we're calling them Ket. Kandros will know more. Maybe too much.
You don't trust him?
I trust him to defend us. I do not trust a rising military influence in a supposedly civilian initiative. We came here to make history, Ryder, not repeat it. Ugh, goddamn poetry.
There's also the strange technology. Has anyone studied that?
We've tried. Not me. The brains in research. They're supposed to know their business. The current excuse? The tech we dug up on Mars was more advanced, but it was plug and go. The tech here thinks different? I don't know. We've mostly avoided it. And from what the Hyperion logs say about Alec, maybe that's good.
You've had no colony successes in over a year. How many tries is that?
Less than you'd think. The Scourge, spoiled worlds, exiles, hostiles. We can't just plop down an outpost and expect picket fences. We need the Pathfinder and Sam to scout, evaluate, and inspire. The initiative promised a goal. Andromeda has not cooperated.
And if it had?
Beautiful utopian horseshit. Colonies that produce and support each other. The Nexus a citadel, not headed by Tan, or even me.
Okay.
Excuse me, Director Addison.
Ryder?
It's Pathfinder.
Ryder, we're starving here. If we don't get a
goodness.
foundation of outposts to feed the initiative, we might as well be 600 years dead. Alec promised a lot. None of it panned out. That's what you're up against. Why people won't trust you. Why I don't trust you.
For no reason.
Prove me wrong. Something you want, Ryder? You'll have to see to your own ship. I'm not in a risk-taking mood.
Excuse me, Director Addison.
Of course, Ryder.
Yeah, much better response. Of course, Ryder. There we go. Eesh. Let's look at the map. Just because I don't want to talk to Tan until it's time. Oh, is this the new? It's the main mission. Hold on. Let me go to the journal. Oops. Select this. Okay. Yes. I'm right. Let's go back to the journal. Tan will have to. I haven't saved in a minute. Let's do that. I have never saved. That's funny. The information wall.
Hello, I'm Jan Garson, founder of the initiative. It's through your hard work that the vision of the Nexus has come to life. You and all your colleagues bind our proud new colonies together. Look around at your achievements. And if you have any questions, my door is always open.
Founder Garson's office is located at Workspace Not Allocated. Please select a topic. You are Scott Ryder, salary code 19B, active Pathfinder. Your supervisor is Director Tan. Based on current staffing needs, you will be eligible for paid vacation time in 587 days.
Anyway.
Seriously? Why not plan on which beautiful colony you'll vacation on while you wait? For initiative strategy and Pathfinder coordination, please see Director Jaren Tan. For colonial affairs or outpost status, please see Director Foster Addison. For station maintenance, please contact Superintendent Nakmor Kesh. For militia operations or Apex deployment, please see Tyran Kandros. Integration from the Hyperion is ongoing. Personnel are still restricted to operations. Viable planets capable of supporting life are key to our survival in Andromeda. The viability of a world is affected by several factors, including temperature, resources, threat levels, political stability, and so on. We have few viable planets currently within range. Resource levels are considered at risk. The selection process saw the Andromeda Initiative evaluate thousands of potential habitable planets within the galaxy. After discovering an unusually high ratio of potential candidates, or golden worlds, the Helios cluster was selected as our destination. Even at a distance, studying the light from stars can reveal much about their planet's composition and atmosphere. 7 worlds, nicknamed habitats, have the life-supporting environments and resources we need to start our new lives in Andromeda.
Alright.
Mello, you already checked the consoles down here, right? Huh. I think you forgot to hit confirm when you filled out the forms. They're not listed. Nah, it's fine. If you say you fixed them, you did. I'll just check those boxes for you.
It's actually gonna let me jump off. Bruh. Anyway. Let's go everywhere except where we're supposed to go down this level real quick. Aha, arms merchant.
Weapons and stuff. I got you covered. Use the console to take a look through what I got. It'd be a lot easier if I weren't missing half my stock.
You got it. Shop till you drop. Here I come.
That's fine. Hey, wait. Please don't drop anything you bought from me, okay? Tam would have my head if anything happened to you on my account.
Your credit's 150. Yeah, I'm broke as hell. Broke as hell, y'all. And then I can sell items. I don't want to sell anything yet. That just doesn't make sense to me. Because I don't know how I can utilize them. Interesting.
Need help?
I think... Yeah, these are vendor items. These are all vendor items. And then these are my items over here. Can you sell guns? No. Oh, maybe you can. Yeah. Very interesting. Alright, I ain't worried about that right now, though. Oh, that's another way to get to the shop without talking to bro. Okay. Ops. Ooh, okay. We got some stuff to read here. Tyrion Candros from Jaren Tan, director of the Andromeda Initiative. Candros, as you're aware, there was a mutiny aboard the Nexus during your absence. Events escalated quickly, but we believe it began with a fire in hydroponics and theft in the armory. Motivations for the uprising vary. Mob mentality was certainly a factor, but for the leaders, including your predecessor, former security director Sloan Kelly, it was a conscious betrayal. There have been perfunctory attempts to catalog and address the damages caused by Sloan's people during the uprising, supplies stolen, equipment broken, things of that nature. But I was hoping the militia could step in and draw up an official report. It's imperative we know what we are working with if we are going to survive, Director Tan. To Jaren Tan, from Tyrion Candros, Director Tan, I need my people focused on defending the station, not taking an inventory. If you really need militia oversight, I'll get Sergeant Nels to look at it. That said, it was my understanding the exiles were more Calix's people than Sloane's. Isn't he the one who started the mutiny, Candros? To Tyrion from Jaren, Calix Corvanus may have started it, but Sloane made her allegiances clear. I know she held you in high regard, but I hope you can be impartial when it comes to this task, Director Tan. Damage control, Jaren to Jaren from Tyron. Sloane Kelly's not who I thought she was. There won't be a problem. There won't be a problem, Candros. To Tyron from Jaren. Good, then you won't object to sending a small and discreet reconnaissance team to find out where Sloane and the exiles might have gone. When we do get colonial efforts up and running, I don't want any surprises, Dr. Tan. Port exiles. Forwarding a report from Recon Team 232, Trails Cold found what looks like abandoned camps in the Pfeiffer system, but none with living inhabitants, only graveyards. The conspirator, Irida, was among the dead, but not Sloane Kelly, Candros. Might be a side mission thing that we just unlocked, I'm not sure. Oh, I'm about to loot y'all. Did that add anything? No, nothing at all. Okay.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion. All non-relevant repair requests are currently
Nothing up here.
power coupling is complete.
Militia office. Oh, we got my guy Liam here. Let's talk to Liam.
No time for our beer yet. This place is a mess. Security is, let's call it strained.
I can believe it. The Nexus is running on empty.
Not just that. A lot of the exiles were security. Everyone was trained and armed for Frontier. We know Cat are dangerous, and now we have to worry about our people too. No idea where they went, but they left mad.
They were frustrated. If they just wanted to kill, they could have fought to the last here.
Apparently we're the big hope for everyone. Not the Hyperion showing. Just us. I'm with you. It's just a lot.
This wasn't in the job description. We have to find a world, then save it.
Glad it's not just me feeling it. But it's not just you either. We're a team, right? It's what they need us to be. Pathfinder, I'm feeling less bad about missing a year of this. Everyone's beaten down. Nothing to do but watch the reserve shrink.
And now all eyes are on us.
All I know is,
We have to fix it. It's quiet here. Still get opinions, of course. And talk to security.
What about?
Leaders, direction, lack of it. Tan is a standout, but none of them have made friends.
Who would you say is actually measuring up?
My dad would say elections were rubbish because you don't get people who could do the job, you got politicians. By that measure, I go Addison. She does not want that job. Ryder? Pathfinder?
Alright. I'm glad I kind of have an understanding of how they are going to do the conversations. Mariette, who the hell is this?
It's not right. It's not fair.
What's wrong?
Oh my, you're... So it's true. A Pathfinder has found us. There's hope at last. Maybe you could help. You're impartial. This whole thing has gotten so political. My husband, he's locked up and slated for exile for a crime he didn't commit.
Okay.
Exile, huh? Guess it wasn't for having a hand in the cookie jar.
They say it's murder. They're calling him the first murderer in Andromeda, that the dead man was his friend. He wouldn't have. There are witnesses and evidence, but it's all circumstantial. At worst, it was an accident. His name is Nilken Rensis. He could give you the details if you were willing to speak with him. Please.
I'd be happy to.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure the jailer will allow you a visit. Please, tell Nilken I love him.
I got you. Okay. Oops. Journal. Okay. Yep, first murder. Initiative. Personnel Nilken has been convicted of murder, but it may be a mistake. Investigate all the details to discern the truth. Hell yeah. Lieutenant, based on status report 16C, it seems we're no closer to gaining a foothold in any sector. Without decent recon and greater intel on this enemy, I'm starting to think our efforts are futile. The risk involved in continued loss of resources and lives makes it hard to justify. With morale this low, we need to scale down expectations again, Candace. Strike team missions.
This console reports on the militia's current strike team missions, Pathfinder. Please speak with Tyrion Candros for authorization to participate.
Speak to Candace. Huh.
That's the console for our strike teams.
What are they?
Assault and extraction squads. When we need the best, I have Apex, combat experts who've signed up to defend us. Since you have a front row view of the cluster, I can give you authority to dispatch them.
I'll deploy your people carefully, Candros.
Appreciate that, Ryder. But trust me, Apex can handle themselves. Authorization complete. Good luck out there.
Engineering update. We are working on access.
I know that look. The others bent your ear, did they?
Something like that?
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder. Can't argue with results, though they'll try. Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and looking for the Tyrion Ark.
What's the word on the Tyrion Ark?
Scattered readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed, others that people are alive. Who knows? If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
Okay.
What brought you out here to Andromeda?
I was tired of being the good one.
The good one?
The Candros family is old military. There were expectations, you know. Then my sister became a sculptor and cousin Irene went pirate on Omega. Everyone was proud that I stayed in service. But I kept wondering, when do I get my adventure? Jen Garson's dream was so grand, so gutsy, I had to be part of it.
You talk like you weren't part of the leadership. How did you end up commanding the militia?
I was escorting a prospecting team on some moon when those Ket found us. They penned us like cattle for experiments. I managed to get loose, snatched a gun, and freed the others. By the time we killed the bastards and headed back to warn the Nexus, everyone looked at me like I was in charge.
That sounds familiar.
The militia grew from there. Funny, once the heat is on, all kinds of people rise to the top.
Are the other Turians managing okay?
So-so. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. Service before self gets drummed into us at boot camp. That's probably why so many of us are in the militia. We like to earn our citizenship, whatever galaxy we're in. But it's hard to focus with our archmacy.
What do you know about the enemies we've encountered? The Ket?
We usually see them on worlds with those alien structures. The Ket don't take kindly to anyone studying them. Not sure why. They don't talk to us. Every time we cross paths, there's a fight or they take prisoners.
Why? What do they want?
No one knows. But I've seen their weaponry and what they do to those prisoners. I want them a long, long way from the Nexus.
It's rough out there. I might need backup, if you can spare the people.
I have strike teams specializing in assault and extraction. If you need serious firepower, my Apex teams have you covered. But that isn't news to you, right?
No.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder. No news on the Turian Ark yet? Or is this militia business?
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Let's take a look. Select to complete in multiplayer or assign a strike team. Huh. These missions are currently available for your strike team. Select a mission with X to send a strike team. Check back daily for new available missions. This icon describes the difficulty of the mission. Read the description for each mission, the time limit to attempt the mission, the reward for successfully completing the mission, and any mission trait. Okay. So, time required expires an hour. So are these like things that I need to do, or? Let's look at that. Oh, that's it. You just strike teams handle dangerous operations. Speak to the candidates for authorization to participate. Okay. Checks out. Yeah, I do want to do that. I mean, would you like to play this Apex mission in multiplayer or send a strike team? We're gonna come back to this. I can't save. That's weird. I don't like that. You should be able to save whenever. For posterity, in case the initiative goes belly up, the Nexus is a 4-ring circus. Don't like how Tan operates, and his disdain for the Krogan is obvious. I believe his intentions are ultimately good, but he's an opportunist who's likely to create dissent. I don't see the Nexus coming together if he's left unchecked. It's already polarizing Addison. She's taking the cue to circle the wagons. I think I can talk to Candace about this. Let's try to get the two of us more coordinated. Maybe not. Seriously, I hate this kind of drama.
Yes, I know the Hyperion docking unannounced caused some switches to blow. That's fine. I don't care. We know the problem is more widespread than we thought. We're working to fix it. That's all. My crew's working on it. We've moved the ops center to the top of our priority list. That's an entire sector showing green. Good job, you two. I'll check it out myself as soon as I have a moment. Move on to the docks for now.
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold.
There you are. Hope the others haven't been giving you a hard time. There's a lot that needs doing. At least with the Hyperion hooked up and feeding us power, my team and I can get more work done.
I noticed there aren't a lot of Krogan around.
You haven't spoken to number 8 yet, have you?
Number 8?
Tan. Ask him why most of my people left. He'll have opinions. I can tell you this much. When the mutiny happened, a deal was made. My clan were supposed to settle matters and, in return, get more say in the initiative.
Why do you call Tan 8?
Because he was 8th in line to take over the Andromeda initiative. I like to remind him of that now and then. Keep him humble.
Did the deal go through?
The clan held up their part, but Tan had a meltdown when he found out we wanted more say around here. Then Addison's assistant, Spender, pretended he never made the deal in the first place. It was a mess, but I don't blame my people for walking out. We're done being used.
Fair enough.
With your clan gone, why did you stay?
It's complicated. The station and my clan both need me here.
Okay.
What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up. There's arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, was killed.
Oh, for real?
What happened to Jean Garson?
Killed in the Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders. Tan might know more.
And I thought the Hyperion had it bad when we arrived. Anything else?
The outposts aren't happening because we don't have resources or people, so Addison's more uptight than ever. And let's not forget how badly the station was damaged on arrival. But that's a detail, according to some. My team and I are repairing what we can. If we don't get materials soon, things will go downhill. Fast.
Okay.
When we left the Milky Way, the Krogan were still dealing with the genophage.
Right. The genophage. A little gift to our people from the Solarians thousands of years ago. That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn. Only 1 in 1,000 survive.
No wonder your people have such a problem with Solarians.
Some wounds never heal. Not that my ancestors didn't provoke it. They did try to conquer the galaxy. The Solarians were forced to respond. And it's not fair to blame it all on them either. The Solarians developed the virus, but it was the Turians who deployed it. I'm hoping that's all in the past. Plenty of blame to go around, but Andromeda is about new beginnings. My people need that more than most.
What about the Krogan here in Andromeda?
There's no cure for it. But my clan was starting to show mutation against the virus. A natural defense. During the trip to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance the mutation while we were in stasis.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Gave the adaptation more time to develop.
Yeah. It's still early, but I think we made a dent. Our scientists say we've improved viability to almost 4%, which is a lot better than what we had. Beyond all the statistics, it means more Krogan children will live. It's the only way my people have a future out here.
Oh, yeah.
What kind of work do you do as superintendent?
I was part of the team that originally designed and built this place. I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
Nothing more for now.
Good luck out there. Pathfinder?
Nothing more for now.
See you later.
See you. Alright. Obviously, the main mission is going to talk to old dude. So first, no, go to the journal. Speak with Tan is the last one. Let's do this. Oh, now I can save. Due to the fact, we'll do this and then we'll try to do unknown things. Sergeant Aker.
Help you?
Pathfinder Ryder, here to see Nilken Rensis.
Ah, our murderer. Wife's here all the time. Guess she told you her sob story. Nilken, you're moving up in the world. There's a Pathfinder wanted to chat with you.
The Pathfinder, huh? They called in the big guns to exile Andromeda's first murderer.
Your wife's all broken up over this. She says you didn't do it, and that she loves you.
She's a wonderful person. At this point, it's too late. They found me guilty.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
I was part of the futile effort to set up a colony on Eos. We were on our last legs, overrun by hostiles, our leader dead.
Huh?
Security Chief Reynolds, my friend, he refused to call for evacuation. I argued with him. Everyone saw.
Last I checked, getting into a spat wasn't against the law.
There's more. He ordered us to regroup and counterattack. We were moving through a sandstorm. I saw movement, thought it was the Ket, and I guess I panicked and fired. A witness saw the Chief's chest explode.
Sounds like an accident.
That's what I told them. But I was enraged when we argued. There's a recording. It's ugly. Everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate. Only my word otherwise.
Don't throw in the towel yet. I'll review the evidence. Maybe I can find something that'll help.
That would be great. You're a Pathfinder. I'm sure Kandros would give you access. Maybe there's still hope.
Maybe. Maybe.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
Kandros, I know we just talked, but I'm back.
No news on the Turian Ark yet. Or is this militia business?
I spoke with Nilken Rensis, the man found guilty of the murder on Eos.
Yes, our first murder here in Andromeda. I wish it had been our last. When the colony attempts failed, it didn't help spirits that a high-ranking officer was killed by one of our own. The mutiny here on Nexus was probably inevitable, but this acted as a spark.
It doesn't seem right to put all that on him.
Of course it isn't, but that's the perception. Despite the lack of physical evidence, everything added up. His only defense was, trust me, I didn't mean to do it.
That is the difference between murder and accidental death.
In this case, motive plus opportunity plus eyewitness account equals murder. Look, knock yourself out. A key witness, Cassidy Shaw, works in operations. Go ahead and talk to her. And there's a recording of the perpetrator threatening the victim. I'll let you cue it up on the console there. As far as I'm concerned, this case is closed.
Okay.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex.
The Nexus versus colonist Nilken, evidence 7A.
Hiram! Hiram! They've seized the compound! Call for evacuation!
We're not giving up, Nilken. We're taking it back.
No! I'm not letting your ego get us killed! Even if I have to... No! Get him off me! Get him off me!
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Cassidy Shaw? I'm Scott Ryder. I'm looking into the Nilken murder case.
Oh man, I thought that was over with. Have you heard the audio recording of their fight?
Yes.
I helped pull him off Chief Reynolds. You could see it in his eyes. He was gonna kill him. Then in the sandstorm, I had a pretty clear view of the chief. He looked right at Nilkin and shouted no. Then his chest burst open. I'll never forget it. The look on his face was pure shock.
Okay.
Did you see any cat in the vicinity?
Nilkin said so, but not that I could see. Still, the sandstorm was severe. Visibility wasn't great.
Did Nilkin seem remorseful?
I lost sight of Nilkin in the turmoil. When we found him, he seemed in shock. He couldn't speak. He looked nauseated.
Okay.
Could have been guilt. The reality of the act sinking in.
If they'd fought and Nilkin threatened to kill him, why was Reynolds surprised?
Fronts fight, say things they don't mean, maybe even hurt each other. But you don't expect your best friend to shoot you. To me, that's the saddest part. The chief's heart was broken right before it exploded.
Reynolds was leading you back to retake the compound. Did you agree with that?
It wasn't my place to agree or disagree. He was ranking officer. In retrospect, it is ironic. If he hadn't been killed, we all probably would have died.
I appreciate the information.
Of course. It kills me we had to leave him behind. He deserved a proper funeral.
So the body was never examined? Important piece of a murder investigation.
Tian wouldn't allow a mission to go back for him. Said it was too dangerous.
We can.
Something you want, Ryder? You'll have to see to your own ship. I'm not in a risk-taking mood. Of course.
Okay. So it looks like everything is going back to speaking with Tan right now. Let me see. Yep, speak with Tan. Those are all completed. Yep. Speak with Tan, Pathfinder Hardcore, yep. Alright, so we're gonna save this real quick. How are we on time? Just at an hour. We're gonna do one of these real quick. Just to do it, just to see. Okay. Yeah, we ain't doing that. Go back to the game. My thing is, how you gonna set it up to where you have to, you know what I mean? Go into multiplayer in the middle of the, like, what? That don't make no sense, y'all. And then give it a time frame? Like, what? We'll probably just assign ops to them. Alright, come on. Hurry it along. Yeah, I should not have done that. That was a waste of time. I just don't get it. We've got intel about bad blood between multiple hostile groups in the area, and we'd like to encourage that Take out one group and leave evidence to incriminate other. So I don't think these are like... I really don't think these are like... I'll have to look into that, but we're not going to do it right now.
This is the planet where we landed. Habitat 7. It wasn't even close to livable.
That's been true of every world we found. Ryder, we were discussing your next expedition.
I thought I didn't measure up as Pathfinder.
Director Addison keeps her own counsel. I keep mine.
And when you disagree?
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided to give you a chance to prove yourself. To that end, the Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
An artificial energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way, yet it rendered all the Golden Worlds unlivable. Then there's the aliens you ran into, the Ket. They're obsessed with alien structures we found scattered around the cluster. They'll do anything to prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way. And now the challenge is to settle a world in spite of all that. This one here. Eos.
How?
You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support the Nexus. Everything depends on it. There are 6 worlds we hope to settle.
Okay, but you said every planet you found is unlivable. So, how do I...
A good Pathfinder would relish the challenge of solving it.
Right. I think I should go check on things.
And if I fail, I guess it's no sweat off your back, right? You'll just look for another Pathfinder?
Placing bets on people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others...
The way I see it, you need me. If I pull this off, maybe you'll look like the leader you pretend to be.
But first, you have to succeed at being the Pathfinder you pretend to be.
Damn.
Where's my ship?
They're prepping it now in the docking bay. The coordinates for Eos will be in the computer. And when you have a moment, we should discuss the missing arcs.
I was wondering about that.
Something wrong?
Ryder, please see me and Sam node on the Hyperion. Your implant needs attention, and we need to discuss a confidential matter.
No, I'm fine.
Okay. Not tutorial. Not what I need. Journal. Speak of Sam on Hyperion. Missing arcs. Find leads on the Solarian arc. Sorry, arc. And the Turian arc. That's what I want to continue with right there. Well, he's standing right here. We can handle business.
You may have a less than flattering view of me, but I want to express my condolences for your father.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know him very well, although I understand he played a key role in planning the initiative. I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several arcs missing.
Any idea where they went?
Nothing certain, but tens of thousands of colonists are unaccounted for. It paints the initiative in an unflattering light. Did you have some other business?
I'm looking into the Nilkenrensis murder charge.
And?
I want to go to Eos and retrieve Chief Reynolds' body.
That isn't usually Pathfinder business.
First murder in Andromeda, and I'm impartial. Figured you'd want to get it right.
Settling an outpost comes first. But I suppose I have no objections. Physical evidence will only bolster the case.
The more certain we can be, the better.
All right, but let's keep it quiet. I don't want people thinking we're reopening the case. I hope anything you find reaffirms what's been done, but if it sheds a different light, we'll deal with it. We'll send the coordinates of the murder scene. Good luck.
It sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of it.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you, it's been a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership. Even the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, is dead.
How did Jean Garson die?
With the rest of the leadership, when the Nexus hit the Scourge, a large wing of stasis pods was destroyed. They were killed instantly.
Y'all had all the leaders
traveled
together.
600 years and died before they even woke up. Jean Garson never glimpsed Helios. She never saw her vision realized.
Candra's mentioned something about hitting the Scourge. How did it play out?
Criminal elements took advantage of the emergency and preyed on people's fears. An uprising followed. We had no choice but to turn to the Krogan to deal with them. They crushed the mutiny and the criminals were banished. Exiles, we call them. I doubt we've heard the last of them. They're led by an outlaw, Sloane Kelly. She used to be one of ours.
Who is this Sloane Kelly?
She was head of security on the Nexus. She opposed the uprising at first, but eventually turned traitor and joined them. Misguided sympathy for the plight of the common citizen? Nonsense. They posed a direct threat to our existence.
There don't seem to be many Krogan around.
Good riddance. The Krogan demanded a greater say in political matters. The last place you want them involved. Their muscle, nothing more. Good for fighting and lifting heavy objects.
This
When
is
they
the
didn't
wrong
get what they
person to be
wanted,
leading this
they
initiative.
left.
Why don't you like the Krogan?
It's common knowledge that they are a violent, ignorant species. Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another. Their planet was decimated. My people tried to uplift them, but the Krogan could never tame their worst instincts. What if they bring their tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
And you are not helping things.
What more can you tell me about the initiative?
It represents the greatest migration ever attempted. No one had ventured beyond the Milky Way before. We've all left home in search of freedom, fortune, perhaps a new beginning. We are the bravest souls each species has to offer. I hope the Nexus will serve as the seat of government for us all.
What do you know about the early days of the initiative?
As most everyone knows, Gian Garson's vision made it happen. She was an entrepreneur on Earth. Wealthy. Young for a human. Garson had the idea for the initiative in the early 2170s, I believe. Many thought leaving the Milky Way was impossible. But she persevered. And as with most great ideas, the doubters were wrong.
Why do you think most people came?
There are thousands of reasons. One for every colonist here. What does any pilgrim seek? Usually, happiness. Finding the thing that eludes them. The thing to fulfill them. While we cannot promise they will find it, we can facilitate the search.
It looks like a melting pot around here.
The Nexus is home to several initiative species. Many came ahead of the Arks. The hope is that this station will one day serve as the governing body in Andromeda. Though I'm not sure
Hopefully
what
not
you're
led by
thinking,
you.
lumping Krogan into the mix. As a Solarian, my kind tend to have a low opinion of them. Nothing I've seen here has changed that.
As director of the initiative, are you in charge around here or what?
If the others would allow me. They don't see me as the rightful successor.
Because you're not.
So how does anything get done?
In theory, Kesh handles the Nexus's physical operations, Kandros runs the militia, and Addison manages colonial affairs. I oversee all of it. In practice, we argue, debate, and yell at each other until a decision is made. If we're lucky. It is maddening.
What's their problem with you?
I am not Gian Garson. Our founder was
And
charismatic,
you're
eccentric,
racist against Grogu.
larger than life. Traits I cannot hope to mimic. She and her inner circle perished in the Scourge, some at the hands of the Exiles, some never made it out of stasis. I was deputy assistant for revenue management. Then all 7 leaders above me died. I was next in line for the role.
So, you're an accountant?
Don't let that fool you. We are all capable of more than we know. When I was young, I was fascinated by the idea of exploring space. Life had its detours, and I went a different direction. Then I heard about the initiative, and saw my chance to try the path not taken. While I may not be setting foot on new worlds, my authority can ensure that you do.
Right. Sorry. What's their problem with you?
I am not Gian Garson. Our founder. I was deputy
No, I
assistant
didn't.
for revenue management. Then all 7 leaders above me died. I was next in line for the role.
Any more information you can give me on the missing arcs?
No, and that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, and Solarian arcs are completely unaccounted for. If they had the same problems with the Scourge that we did, I fear the worst. Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other arcs, the promise of the initiative can never be fulfilled.
I see.
Are there any other arcs we should expect?
We had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave. But before departure in 2185, we got word they had technical problems with their ship. It seems they're also bringing along Drell, Hanar, and other species as well.
Oh, yeah.
Managing all of their biological needs caused complications. We won't see them for some time to come.
What do I need to consider in making a planet viable?
Assuming the planet supports life, an outpost is critical. People like a roof over their heads, and you'll want to eliminate any hostile threats. Whether that's the Cat, or other terrors lurking in Helios, colonists being murdered on sight can be discouraging. Also, scouting and mapping terrain is a priority for any Pathfinder. And don't forget forward stations. You'll want those.
What can you tell me about forward stations?
I was afraid you'd ask. It's mostly what the engineers tell me. A forward station allows mining, equipment repairs, and resupply for field teams. I mean, who wouldn't want that? But seeing as how every colonization effort has failed, it's just theory at the moment. You get to test it out, Ryder.
Of course.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
Of course. As you pointed out, we need each other. Our futures depend on each other's success. Something I can help you with?
That's all. Thanks for your time.
I'm here to serve.
Doesn't seem like it. Alright, let's go to the journal. Speak with the scientists. There's scientists somewhere. Find the missing arcs. I believe this. Investigate murder evidence. So that will be back on another planet. Unless... Raj Patil.
Hey, you okay?
I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
Stuff exploding like this happen often?
Back right after the mutiny, we had a lot of this happening. But not lately.
I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky. I thought we were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
You know what they say. It's not paranoia.
If someone is out to get you, yeah. Third time this week. It's getting worse. First one was small stuff. This one could have hurt bad if I'd been closer.
That's not good. Sorry, understatement.
Yeah. And now I have more repairs.
Whoever's doing this has to be stopped before someone gets seriously hurt.
That's what I'm trying to do. But I'm an engineer, not a PI. I've scanned all the potential sabotage areas I can think of. But I don't know who to trust anymore.
Sounds like a lot went down before the Hyperion docked.
Yeah, I guess. Wait. That's it. You can't possibly be involved in this. You weren't even here during the mutiny. Would you, if you have time? Maybe you could help me. If they start hitting critical systems.
I got you.
What can I do?
If you could scan these other panels while I fix this one, that'd really help. I've sent the locations to your Omni tool. Just send me the data when you're done. No, I'm fine. And I don't know, it just blew up.
Find out why. Be careful.
Okay. Hold on. Investigate Pathfinder HQ site, investigate militia site, investigate Ops Center.
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions.
Aha.
Pathfinder, to cover their tracks, the saboteur is overloading power to this panel from another junction relay.
Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once.
Scanning power junction relays. This panel is malfunctioning. Without more data, I cannot determine if this is a normal malfunction or sabotage.
I'll just disable power to the panel until Raj can check it out.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now.
But the planet was toxic. What if they store oxygen in porous tissue, like Quiro's rockfish?
I still reckon they had breather gear stowed in that armor.
Perhaps both. Life is infinitely adaptable, as our expedition proves.
You must be the Pathfinder. Wonderful. You and your Sam are exactly what we need.
Thanks, Mr.
Professor Herrick, my colleagues and I will work with your Sam and the data you gather to solve Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
I'm usually out in the field, but I wouldn't mind talking shop. Lab. You know.
You are always welcome.
Not that we've had much to study, with everyone cooped up for 14 months.
But your data on the Scourge flows like poetry. Now we can better advise on repairing the damage it caused.
And maybe Addison will give us a real workspace. Who can think with all this racket?
Pathfinder, we've had some trouble.
Anything I can help with?
Perhaps. I discharged an away team to get readings from a section of the Scourge that was behaving anomalously. They haven't reported in for some time, and sensors can't locate their shuttle. I sent them out there. Good, dedicated people. I fear what might have happened to them.
Don't give up hope. When I'm out there, I'll see if I can find them.
Their friends and family will want to know what's happened, and I need to know.
I got you.
Pathfinder, those bioscans are superb. Could you gather more for our comparative conservation effort?
What conservation effort?
Ah, My thesis is on the console there. Broad strokes, we're comparing and preserving organisms from both galaxies. If you donate more bioscans and samples to the catalog, I can get you a finder's fee. Tempted?
Yes.
Hi, Pathfinder. Want to hit some rocks for science?
Absolutely. What do you need?
Sam and I used your scans and made a VI for geophysics surveys. Beta builds on the console there. Test it out in the field, and I'll wrangle you a consultant's bonus from Director Addison. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me.
The beauty of the cosmos unfolds in your planet scans, Pathfinder. But there is more they can do.
Do you have something in mind, Doctor?
Plans for a school are underway to inspire a new generation of young minds. I want to craft a model of the cluster for them, accurate and splendid from your data. My prototype is on that console. Add more scans to improve it, and I will share my educational budget with you, and my thanks.
Okay. What is this said console? Here we go. Prozo, Prof, and Herrick et al. Since we are by definition an invasive species in Andromeda, our inevitable footprint must be laid carefully, and we must preserve anything we replace. The Helios cluster presents an unexpected challenge. We arrived with seed archives and DNA banks to ensure preservation of the biodiversity of the Milky Way. But this cluster is scarred by the Scourge, and its unique flora and fauna are threatened by its turbulence. That too requires conservation. Geophysics VI Beta Build. Patch notes: Chief R. Lucan. GSV 2031 streamlined interface with OmniTool, minimal lag. 2093 tuned voice recognition to recognize both aluminum and aluminium. 2105 haptic interface now no longer defaults to transparent. Also resolves 2027 haptic interface not found. 2135 customized SAM handshake protocols. Alright, Dr. Aridana. The 3 initial systems models will be complete by next week. We shall see our place in the world. Orbital variance for the Nexus, it must be corrected or as constructed corrects our orientation. A reminder, our daughters will now not know stasis, the 600 years sleeping. They will be born of Andromeda and whatever is unfolding. This cluster is in its chaos was not welcoming, but it matters less what we suffer here, more what we bring. Activate. That one was activated. Okay.
No stand up there.
Repair requests are currently on hold until power coupling is complete. Nobody's making green for Andromeda.
You'd be surprised.
I don't know. Let's see if he's got more to say.
Pathfinder?
Nope. Ah, there it is.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
Director provided the safety lights. Numerous people are listed as wearing arrow cross. Reference all the data.
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling end.
Scan and trace the wiring to locate the panel that the saboteur used.
It's upstairs.
Please await further instructions.
Pathfinder, I received the data from Sam.
It really is sabotage.
Any idea as to who it might be?
Yeah. All these panels were worked on by Zara. I just can't believe it.
Security video logs confirm that Zara Kellis worked on these panels, as well as the one Raj Patil encountered.
Well, shit. Any idea where she is now?
Kellis is currently working on a panel on the Hyperion main deck.
Okay. Let me see. There's still more we can do on that. I just want to see. Scan planets across Helios. Scan drama wildlife. Scan minerals. Find the missing science vessel. Alright. We're still gonna continue on. This is our next thing. Let's look at the map. There's a store there. Colonial Affairs. Ops. Turn around.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
Below us. Okay. Cora, what we got?
Hey there.
You okay? Those guys really grilled you. And Addison. First Pathfinder they've seen in over a year. All she can do is question your competence?
Yeah. Meeting Addison was interesting.
She doesn't know you. I do. And you're doing fine.
I appreciate it.
I worked out logistics with Director Tan. They're giving us a ship and crew. He said their best is taking care of it.
I still need to head back to the Ark and check in with Sam.
Sounds good. While you're there, maybe see how your sister's doing.
Good idea.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
Yeah, let's go to the habitation deck. There might be more to do there. Won't be doing much more in this episode. Where is Zara? Out here somewhere it would appear. I know where she's at. Just making a loop. Make sure ain't nobody else got nothing to say. Oh, what's in here? That's where the main mission is.
Pathfinder, Captain Dunn said to seal your father's cabin from anyone but you. It's open now.
Oh, snap.
Your father's first sidearm, a memento of his early Alliance service.
I bet that saw plenty of action.
Alec's first kill occurred in combat during the First Contact War.
Back when Turians were the enemy. Crazy times.
The drive system has been powered down. Non-essential areas will remain in standby mode.
Printed books.
Reproductions of Lewis and Clark's journals, detailing their expedition in the 19th century.
Explains Dad's interest. They were Pathfinders too.
Snatch the Normandy.
Crew muster schedules have been posted. All personnel should check with their supervisor before taking leave.
What's on here, Sam?
Your father's personal logs. Several of them are encrypted.
The day is finally here. We're pushing off from Earth. We'll jump through a few relays first, then we hunker down for the long trip across dark space. It's daunting thinking about all the hopes and dreams aboard the Hyperion. I certainly have my own. I wasn't the husband or father I should have been. Here's hoping 600 years can change a man. Sam,
They are.
this is a reminder about Dr. Liara Tassoni. She's an Asari archaeologist I corresponded with a few years back. She's got experience studying ancient cultures. Make sure the team gets her research. Could be useful in Andromeda.
Pretty sure my sister's mentioned Dr. Tassoni. An expert on Protheans, I think.
I have loaded Dr. Tassoni's research onto datapads.
Hello, Alec. This is Dr. Tassoni. I'm flattered you contacted me. Most scientists dismiss my work, but I'm young and Asari, and they are getting older. So we will see who has the final word. In the meantime, I'm happy to pass along my research. I hope your team finds it useful. Hello, Alec. I received your message. I must say the thought of exploring another galaxy has my head spinning. I am honestly not sure how people could survive a trip like that. And anyway, I could not bear to leave the Milky Way behind. There is so much about the Protheans I still hope to learn.
Good thing
here.
she didn't.
So much potential wisdom to tap. I wish you much good luck and future success.
Dunn's agreed to a scouting mission on Habitat 7. I'm gearing up now. I'm worried about Sarah. Dr. Tapero says she'll be fine, but she's my daughter. How can I not worry? I hate to leave her like this. It's these moments when you wish you told your children you love them more often. Or ever. Which brings me to the tough part. Kids, if anything happens to me, there are things you're gonna find out. I hope you'll understand.
That log is inaccessible at this time. That log is inaccessible at this time. That log is inaccessible at this time. That log is inaccessible at this time.
The coffee machine Mom got for Dad. He was so busy designing you, needed the caffeine.
I did not realize I owed my existence to a being.
And now you know what
That's
humility
crazy.
feels like.
I am Dr. Liara Tassoni, and I've spent several decades researching ancient Protheans. It is common knowledge that the Protheans were an advanced race that flourished in the Milky Way about 50,000 years ago, then went extinct. Even at the time of this writing, the year 2182, their culture remains a mystery. During my studies, I have developed some practices that can be used when analyzing any ancient culture. I hope they may prove useful for the research community.
I think they will.
When studying a dead race, the most obvious problem is the lack of an observable population. This raises the question, when is a species truly extinct? The Prothean civilization spanned the galaxy, and it took centuries to confirm that all members of the species really had died out. While it's possible that living Protheans may be found in a hidden pocket of the galaxy one day, the chances are statistically trivial.
You found one.
Once an extinction is confirmed, the study's nature moves from sociology to exoarchaeology.
excerpt.
When studying an extinct race, it is important that our preconceptions and current knowledge not color the facts. We must look to the evidence itself. The Protheans constructed the Citadel and an incredible network of mass effect relays. This speaks to a culture of the highest order. Such a monumental achievement surely must come from an enlightened race that was in harmony with its people, free of conflict and strife.
That was
Without the
definitely not
ability
the
to
case.
study a living example, however, this can never be determined with 100% accuracy.
Alright, just make sure there's no more audio excerpts laying around. Alright, cool. We're obviously not going into the SAM node yet. Last thing we're gonna do is confront Zara.
Zara Kellis?
Yes?
I have evidence you've been sabotaging the Nexus.
What? No, I'd never... I've been looking into this myself. I have the scans to prove it. Here. I'll transfer the scans I took to your Omni tool.
Funny. Raj was investigating the same thing, and it led us to you.
My scans point at Raj as the one. So unless someone was setting us both up, I just don't understand.
The data Miss Kellis has accumulated is strangely similar to Mr. Patel's. A third party seems likely.
Looks like someone is using both you and Raj to cover their tracks.
They'd need pretty high-level access for that. Still, it's better than thinking Raj could have done this. But it means all the data I have is useless. Wish I had access to the security cams. I bet we could find something there.
You stay put, so whoever did this doesn't realize we're onto them. I'll check out the security cams. Raj, you there?
Yes. How did it go? Is it really her?
Wasn't her. She had proof pointing at you. I figure someone's been messing with you both. Just keep a low profile and don't talk to anyone. I'm on it.
Pathfinder, it's good to see you. Word is there's been trouble on the station.
We're here now. It'll get better.
That's what I've been telling people. You're here now. As soon as we establish outposts, everything will even out. I'm sure of it.
What about your family?
I'm an orphan. My parents died on the Mindoir colony when it was attacked years ago. No siblings. I left some friends and distant relatives behind, but I have friends here too. I love piloting, but I like the idea of going back to my roots and farming like my parents did. Someday.
Why did you join the initiative?
The most popular question on the station. Honestly, I wouldn't have known about this project if Nozomi hadn't reached out to me.
Nozomi?
Captain Dunn. Of all the captains I've piloted for, she's the best. I've always been a wanderer at heart. When she asked me to be her pilot, how could I say no to the adventure of a lifetime?
How do you feel about all this now that we're here?
Hopeful. I know it's a rose-colored outlook, but someone's got to keep the positivity coming, right?
Have to go now. See you later.
Talk to you later. Pathfinder?
Alright.
Ryder,
You're not on the bridge, Captain?
we powered it down. Can't afford to waste energy. Though Cryo Bay and Sam Node are exempt. And I told them to keep their hands off Alec's quarters. You have access now.
Thanks.
Hey, sorry about your father. He was really good at what he did. Just not so good at working with people. He was right about going planetside, though.
I wish you were still here. There's so much you could have taught me.
You'll do fine. You're off to a good start. If there's anything else I can help with, let me know.
Now that the Hyperion is docked, what'll you do?
Normally, I'd supervise thawing out the colonists, but that's been put on hold. I hear you're the one helping resolve the issue. Good luck with that.
If someone had told you that you'd be in the Andromeda cluster, even 5 years ago...
Are you kidding me? I'd have laughed them out of the quadrant. Although, the way things are now isn't exactly what I was hoping for either.
Fair enough.
We all knew there was a possibility on arrival of less than ideal circumstances. When you sign up, you hope for the best and plan for the worst.
Why did you join the initiative? We're a long way from home.
How could I not? I love my job. Coming here, all this, it was just a logical extension of what I already do. Sailing through new stars, discovering new worlds. What self-respecting explorer could pass that up?
Thanks for the talk.
All right. I have requests to submit, administrators to harass, and people to wake up. I'd better get to it. Good luck out there.
Alright. I want to know where that other location was. Ah, the cryo bay.
All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert.
It's probably the last thing we'll do. I know I keep saying that. It's just all new, so I'm like hyped up about it. Network access instability detected. Timestamp scrambled. Playback corrupted.
This file is useless. Let's check another. And another scrambled file.
Coincidence seems unlikely.
Let's check another.
Okay, system restore failed. Administrative override required.
This file is also corrupted. Definitely not a coincidence. You'd need pretty high clearance to mess with the security camera files. Someone working for Kandros, maybe.
That is the most probable scenario.
Think you can get enough out of the files to find a match using biometric scans, Sam?
The files were badly scrambled, but if I combine all the available identifiers, it might work. Based on the limited information available, we are looking for a human male, assigned either to the Nexus or Hyperion. You will need to conduct scans from close proximity.
Got it.
We can start building a bank of vaccines once we get more bio.
You're in the forest? What district?
Moz. Bradbury Landing near the Green Band. Didn't lost.
Not a fit? Good you got out before screwing up then.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Ryder?
Negative match.
I think we looked at that.
This person is not a match.
Oh, are you serious? I gotta go back down there. insane. Back and forth is crazy.
Biometrics do not match. Scan results show a partial positive. Target is most likely suspect.
Who is he?
Dale Atkins, reports to Kandros' department, assigned to station security.
Dale Atkins, right? We need to talk.
Look, not to be rude, but I have work to do.
We know what you've been up to. You're done here.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just doing my job, that's all.
Proof says you've been up to no good.
Figures. Screw this. Screw all you hypocrites on this station. You weren't here when they kicked out our loved ones. Mutiny? We just wanted answers. My sister is out there. I don't even know if she's alive or...
I'm sorry for what happened, but setting explosives isn't the answer.
Neither was sending people into exile because they didn't agree with policy. I don't care what you think. The mutiny leaders were right to demand to know what was going on.
You could have hurt people, killed them.
Like those who got killed when the leadership had the Krogan stomp on my friends? I'm done talking. I confess, it was me. Do whatever you want.
Not my call. The Nexus leaders will make that decision.
That lot make a decision? That'll be the day.
We're 73 viability points. Does that complete that mission? Well, if it did. Did indeed. The model sphere, yep, that, and find the missing scientist. First murder. Missing arcs. Okay. Now, do one. Well, we're not going to do anything further. We're just going to go to the next area. This is a whole new area. We're gonna end this one here. Who date all you Bengals fans out there? I'll see. Actually, hold on. Wait. Wait, what's new in here? Damn. Finding a home. Crisis on Habitat 7. During your trial by fire on Habitat 7, you recognize the kit. It's hostile threat and fought to defend your... Oh wait, hold on. Expressed doubt about the laws of Pathfinder. Nexus Uprising. Despite Director Tan's reluctance to share them, the Nexus retains records of the so-called Nexus Uprising. In early months of the station's arrival, the damage caused by the Scourge killed members of the senior leadership. New individuals had to step in to fill these roles. However, with hydroponics damage and no habitable planets available, supplies were stretched to a crisis point. Dissent turned to open rebellion against this new leadership. With the Nexus threatened, Krogan work crews were asked to provide military support against the rebels, now led by Head of Security Sloan Kelly. In return for political representation, the Krogan were ultimately successful and the rebels were exiled from the Nexus. These exiles remained a concern for the Nexus leadership to this day. The majority of Krogan personnel also left the Nexus, and afterwards Director Town has declined to provide details or fill in the gaps in the official record. Jean Garson. To Andromeda we go to paint our masterpiece. Unfortunately, she would never live to see her dream realized. She died aboard the Nexus when it sustained severe damage from the Scourge upon first arriving in the Helios cluster. Oh, we had something right here. Though encountering hostile species was a possible scenario, political, philosophical, and resource restraints in the Milky Way mean the Andromeda Initiative does not have a standing army and only minimal military hardware. Defense was planned to revolve around technological superiority. The Ket, however, represented a greater threat than anyone projected. The Nexus militia was formed by Tyrion Kandros after he was captured by the Ket and led other prisoners in an escape. Debriefs show that upon their return to the Nexus, Kandros and his team provided the first early warnings about the Ket, and despite counter-arguments founded and armed volunteer militia, today enrollment lists show over 300 active members with 150 in reserve from a variety of combat backgrounds. Kandros describes Apex as the militia's long reach, selected for exemplary combat skills and experience. Apex forces are small but elite teams that handle special operations. Most Apex members have rescinded their colonist status to focus on defense. Okay, this is all new, I believe. Yeah, this is all new stuff. Cool. So, this is going to be a very long episode, but it knocks out a lot of stuff. Intended as a safe anchorage, embassy, and financial center, the Nexus is a vast space station sent ahead of the main Ark fleet to travel to Andromeda in an incomplete state to reduce fuel demands, with construction planned to be completed within a standard year after arrival. However, syncing with Nexus databases reveals that damage from the Scourge has set the timetable back significantly, turning Ark's anchor at Nexus Central Wheel, integrating their power grid, and offloading colonists for orientation and temporary housing before deployment to outposts. Nexus collates and manages the resources which form the basis of the initiative's economy, coordinates scientific research and defense, and acts as headquarters for Pathfinder teams. Once outposts are established, Nexus will become the permanent seat of government for the initiative. Okay, Tyrion Kandros. In his screening interviews, Tyrion Kandros states he is named after an ancestor who captured a dreadnought in the Krogan rebellions, and he was expected to live up to the name. After beginning boot camp at... Hold on. After beginning boot camp at the traditional age of 15, Kandros rose through the ranks and was assigned to Sigurus 8, one of the hierarchy's counter-terrorism divisions. Persistent rumors on the Nexus claim that Kandros was sent to investigate the Andromeda Initiative. When the hierarchy became suspicious about its activities, Kandros refuses to comment on former operations, citing family pressures as the reason he later joined the initiative. During the early days of the Nexus arrival, Kandros left the station to act as protection detail for prospecting teams and was captured by the Ket. He managed to lead several other captives in escaping and returned to the Nexus, eventually founding a volunteer militia to defend the station. Director Tan. Andromeda Initiative Director Jaren Tan is a replacement leader for those who died in the Scourge disaster. Personnel records indicate he was the Nexus Deputy Director for Revenue Management when the Arks departed for the Milky Way in 2185. However, upon arrival in the Helios cluster, the disastrous encounter with the Scourge led to substantial loss of life among the senior leadership. The line of succession eventually fell to Tan as the next in line for overall director, much to the apparent consternation of certain Nexus personnel. Born on Surkesh, Tan's application to the initiative lists his previous work experience as senior consultant in advanced matrix-based accounting with hobbies in model ship building and travel someday. When queried if he had any prejudice that would affect his ability to serve the initiative, the answer was blank. However, careful data forensics reveals his original reply was, "Wait, you're letting Krogan come along?" Today, Director Tan has official oversight of initiative operations and strategy and effective supervision of Pathfinder teams. Nexus leadership as the base of operations for the Andromeda Initiative. The Nexus leadership was always intended to be split between the Initiative proper, station operations, and Colonial Administration. Jane Garson planned to retain an honorary role, electing the Asari matriarch Nuara as Initiative Director. Fortunately, both Garson and matriarch Nuara are listed as deceased, along with many of Nuara's senior staff. Current director of the initiative, Jerem Tan, was 8th in line of succession. Today, Director Tan remains officially in charge of initiative operations of Pathfinder teams. Foster Addison retains her post as Director of Colonial Affairs, managing colonist and outpost deployments. The Nexus itself is administered by Superintendent Nakmor Kesh, who also oversees construction efforts. In the wake of the Ket attacks, Tyrion Kandros emerged as the leader of a de facto volunteer militia that has taken over station security. Though technically a civilian, Kandros is counted amongst the Nexus leadership. Nakmor Kesh, overseer of the Nexus initial design and construction phase in the Milky Way. Nakmor Kesh is currently a superintendent of the station. She has oversight of the Nexus proper, maintaining systems, integrating any returning arcs, and continuing construction efforts. She is also considered a senior figure in Clan Nakmor, despite the departure of the majority of the Krogan from the Nexus. Kesh herself describes her role as fixer-in-chief. Records from the Nexus Uprising show Kesh played a key role in keeping the station operational during the crisis. Her strong management and knowledge of the station makes her an irreplaceable member of the Nexus leadership, though minutes of official meetings suggest she and Director Jaren Tan are often at odds. Kesh's presence ensures that the Krogan still have a powerful voice on the Nexus. Foster Addison, previous to the initiative, Foster Addison was the Chief Operations Officer for a provincial capital. She stated in her screening interviews that she preferred the position because it was highest non-elected municipal office. It carried a responsibility without requiring a public face. Foster was asked to head colonial affairs early during initiative training. She accepted after being assured that it was temporary. After arrival, Outpost would appoint a council and she would be obscure on a new world. In the meantime, she would remain senior advisor to Jean Garson. Fortunately, Garson died in the Nexus Initiative Scourge Impact to be replaced by Director Tan. During the rebuilding, Colonial Director Addison had no colonial affairs to direct. That limited the influence she wielded and increased the scrutiny demanded. She has expressed frustration at the open-ended nature of her position and the ongoing need for statements about the status or lack of Outpost. Though she remains eminently capable, it appears to be exactly the job she didn't want. Krogan. Data on biology, culture, and history of the Krogan species. Culture and society. Krogan culture was irrevocably changed by the genophage as society built on clan pride, conquests, and enduring any challenge could not survive the prospect of a quiet extinction. In the Milky Way, the Krogan are a scattered and fatalistic people, believing the genophage will never be cured. Many subscribe to the idea of kill, pillage, and be selfish, for tomorrow we die. Krogan who don't become wandering mercenaries often live within clans with histories that stretch back thousands of years. Others organize under the banner of a single warlord or into a clan, or like-minded warriors. The history and tradition of a Krogan clan are maintained by respected shamans who prove their worth through grueling and secretive initiations. Female Krogan capable of producing offspring are valuable commodities. Most females live in separate camps where they raise children until they are old enough to face Tuchanka's dangers. Krogan are exceptionally hardy, having evolved in a crucible of lethal conditions and monstrous predators. 240-degree vision, normally a feature of prey animals, gives Krogan a broad awareness of their environment. Approaching enemies, their tough hides can withstand stabbing and gunfire, and multiple redundant organs allow them to survive internal injuries. An electroconductive secondary circulatory system, rather than a central nervous system, makes Krogan almost impossible to paralyze, while the hump on their back stores valuable water and fats. The extremely high birth rate of Krogan, in response to Tuchanka's harsh environment, once saw them overrun gentler worlds within a few decades. The genophage has reduced live births to a relative handful. Krogan physiology is also highly resistant to radioactive or toxic environments. This allows them to live comfortably on planets hostile to other life. Initiative scientists have studied Krogan cellular regeneration while developing first-in-colonist radiation treatments. A degree in Krogan history was apparently once a joke in academic circles, but excavating on Tuchanka show that ancient Krogan had a thriving and impressive civilization. Fortunately, their technological advances ran afoul of Krogan aggressive instincts. Once the Krogan entered the atomic age, they didn't hesitate to deploy nuclear weapons on Tuchanka, devastating the surface and reducing their people to scattered warring bands. Solarian technologically and culturally uplifted the Krogan in return for their service against the Rachni, who were terrorizing Citadel space. Capable of surviving the harsh environments, the Rachni preferred Krogan units, drove the Rachni to extinction, and were hailed as heroes. They were granted gentler worlds to colonize, but their rapid breeding meant the Krogan soon overran them and threatened neighboring species. The resulting Krogan rebellions lasted almost a century until the Turians deployed the genophage bioweapon. Unable to breed reinforcements, Krogan people fell into decline. Krogan homeworld Tuchanka is one of the harshest in the Milky Way, honing the Krogan into a physically powerful, aggressive, and adaptable species. Once considered heroes of the Rachni War, Krogan expansion made them a threat to the galaxy, until the Turians and Solarians used the controversial genophage to quell their numbers. Several authorities questioned including the Krogan and the Andromeda Initiative. Given their history, invitations were extended to several clans, particularly those who did not take part in the Krogan rebellions, and their assistance eventually proved invaluable in building the Nexus. Colonist interviews showed that many Krogans see the initiative as a chance to reinvent their people. Krogan are considered a dying species in the Milky Way, as the genophage means only 1 in 1,000 Krogan pregnancies succeeds. In recent years, Krogan have shown signs of adapting to the genophage, as they have to many other threats. Lots to read here. Alright. Unfortunately, Solarian's political dynasties dominate their early history. Most students require AI assistance to trace the complex interplay of trade wars, intrigues, assassinations, joint scientific discoveries, and treaties that created the current political climate. Some of the most famous, such as the 10 Traders' War, have been immortalized in long-running extranet dramas. The Solarians were the second species to discover the Citadel space station that serves as the political heart of the Milky Way, making first contact with the Asari and becoming founding members of the Citadel Council. Their intelligence gathering proved vital during the Krogan rebellions and later led to the creation of the Genophage, bioweapon intended as a deterrent. Its deployment by the Turians remains controversial to this day. Solarian SG Special Task Group has played a secretive but vital role in galactic history, specializing in information gathering and covert missions. It's believed that SGG operators have ended several wars before they began. Solarians are a warm-blooded amphibious species from the Milky Way planet of Serkesh. Naturally fast metabolisms mean that Solarians live intense but short lives of less than 40 years. Their quick intellect and photographic memory make them gifted scientists and engineers, and the Solarian Union is renowned for its technological advances as well as its secrecy and intelligence gathering. Tension between Solarians and the Krogan has lingered for centuries. Solarian scientists were responsible for creating the genophage that devastated the Krogan populations and ended the Krogan rebellions. Almost 90% of the Solarian species is male. Political power is centered in Dalatras's rare Solarian females who negotiate the fertilization of eggs and the strategic alliance that result. Many Solarian females chose to join the Andromeda initiative as civilians, a significant break in Solarian tradition. Culture in the Milky Way, the Solarian Union is dominated by the rare Solarian females known as Dalatrasses, who negotiate the complex web of Solarian politics on behalf of the regions they govern. Solarians belong to vast clans whose interrelation and current political status must be painstakingly tracked. Clans are divided into concentric circles of relatives. Those closest are in the first circles, which may be up to 100 members, and circles increase exponentially outwards. This is considered confusing by other organic species, though it is mathematically straightforward. Solarians do not have a concept of romantic love. The fertilization of eggs is a political act, since the lineage of any resulting females has a strong impact on society and only occurs after months or even years of negotiation. Multiple Solarian females opted to join the Andromeda initiative as civilians. Renegotiations of a dozen political dynasties in the Solarian Union was ongoing when we departed. Solarians are renowned for their high-speed metabolisms, allowing them to function on 1 hour of sleep a day. Compared to most species, Solarians think and act quickly, processing both emotional and biochemical changes at a rapid pace. The Solarian work-day traditionally accommodates 5 or 6 small, high-protein meals to match. However, Solarians also have a comparatively short lifespan of roughly 40 years. Solarians are haplodiploid egg-laying amphibians. Unfertilized eggs hatch males, fertilized eggs hatch females. A Solarian female typically lays a clutch of dozens of eggs once a year in environmentally controlled hatching pools. Once hatched, young Solarians imprint on their parents, ensuring dynastic loyalty through generations. Their large families were a contributing factor to the Solarians developing photographic memories, enabling them to recognize hundreds of relatives. Solarians rarely forget a fact, face, or grudge. A popular saying suggests making a Solarian enemy in the morning makes 1,000 by evening. Alright, culture and society. Turian culture is founded on public service, and personal accountability. The Turian military is the center of their society, functioning as a public works organization as well as an armed defense force. Citizenship is conferred once Turians have completed boot camp begun on their 15th birthday, and promotion through the 27 citizenship tiers is judged on individual merit. At the top are the Primarchs, who lead colonization clusters. Their inclination to military service and social trends means few Turians pursue entrepreneurial careers, making the Turian economy more vulnerable than most. The support of clients like the Volus makes up for this deficiency. Turians in the Andromeda Initiative operates outside a comfortable hierarchy. Interviews with prospective Turian colonists indicate some are seeking this very freedom to forge their own destiny. Other colonists believe Turian selfishness and civic structure will be vital. Selflessness, not selfishness, to the initiative's success. Turians. Renowned as men of action, the Turians have a militaristic culture revolving around public service. Turians earned their place in galactic society after their actions in ending the Krogan rebellions. They subsequently served as the peacekeeping arm of the Citadel Council and commanded Thar's fleet in the Milky Way. Turian society once relied on client species like the Volus to build their economy and trade. In the Andromeda Initiative, the military training all Turians undergo allows them to fill many vital civic and security roles, but many have also enrolled for entrepreneurial or diplomatic training to be better-rounded colonists. Galactic events and their military doctrine have left lingering resentments between Turians and some species. The Turians were responsible for deploying the genophage against the Krogan, and misunderstandings with humans led to the First Contact War, though humans and Turians have since become cordial, if not close allies. Turians evolved on a Palaven Milky Way world with a weak magnetic field that leaves it vulnerable to solar radiation. Most of Palaven has a protective metal-rich exoskeleton as a natural defense. The thick plate-like skin of a Turian protects her against some long-term radiation, but does not defend against projectiles or energy weapons. Unlike most sapient species in the Milky Way, Turians are a dextroprotein species, meaning that food for levoprotein species like Asari or humans can cause dangerous allergic reactions, and vice versa. The only other known sapient dextro species is the Quarians, as well as Palaven flora. Turian scientists with the Andromeda Initiative paid the Quarian migrant fleet handsomely for plants and fungi that were specially developed to thrive in hydroponic conditions. Before joining the Citadel Council that governs much of the Milky Way, the Turian hierarchy was a formidable power, with numerous client species supporting its powerful military. Rapid expansion from Palaven later led to problems with outlying colonies, when isolation and xenophobia led to infighting in what was termed the Unification War. The Turians made first contact with the Citadel around 700 CE when the Krogan rebellions were raging. When the Krogan devastated Turian colonies, the Turians responded by unleashing the Slayer and developed a genophage against the Krogan. 200 years later, the Turians were invited to join the Citadel Council. 2157 CE, human explorers attempting to activate a mass relay were attacked by Turian forces. As unauthorized relay activation was strictly illegal. The resulting conflict, the First Contact War, saw the human colony Shang-Chi occupied by the Turians before the Citadel Council negotiated a peace. The Kets. Alright, according to Nexus officials, the aliens encountered on Habitat 7 are known as the Ket, a species that has proven hostile in every reported encounter. Little is known about them or their motives. The Ket possess technology and weapons at least on par with the Initiative's, and have been responsible for the death or capture of many Initiative personnel. The only commonality is that the Ket have a clear interest in the strange structures and the technology seen on Habitat 7. And as we now know, on several worlds in the Helios Cluster, scouts and prospecting teams trying to investigate this technology are invariably attacked by the Ket, who take on any scans or research materials by force. Why the Ket have such an interest in this technology is unknown, but the Nexus has issued warning bulletins to all off-station teams to avoid these sites for their own safety. Alright. The Scourge. The Scourge is a colloquial term for a huge and extremely... Okay, I think this is entirely new. Colloquial term for a huge and extremely dangerous interstellar phenomenon sighted across much of the Helios Cluster. It appears to be a cloud spreading in tendrils that affects planets and surrounding space, destroying starships that attempt to pass through it or near it. Early study of the Scourge has been difficult, and it does not match any previous known stellar body, leading to many wild theories about its nature given the problems in observation and the Scourge's unaccounted effects on gravity. Some have even suggested it is a dark energy phenomenon in literal sense, meaning a form of energy that has no electromagnetic interaction and thus cannot be detected, hence dark. It has strong negative pressure, causing expansive effects on a cosmic scale. Though the Scourge's characteristics don't match our current understanding of dark energy, these theories persist while further observations are taken. No long-range data showed any signs of the Scourge before departure to the Helios Cluster. Nexus scientists suggest it must have appeared in the intervening centuries while the Arcs traveled to Andromeda. One of the Scourge's more interesting characteristics is that it appears artificial. Its origin point is yet to be determined, but the pattern of the tendrils and the composition of the cloud could not have been caused by any celestial event known to astrophysics. Investigations are ongoing, though slowed by the deadly conditions created by the Scourge. Settling Helios. Communications has always been a concern for interstellar colonists. Trade, defense, and political representation depend on reliable lines of communication. The most sophisticated method is quantum entanglement communications. This utilizes a pair of particles that are linked on a quantum level. Any effect on one particle is mirrored instantaneously by the other, regardless of the distance between Pathfinder implants. Use miniaturized QECs to remain in contact with their AI partners. However, manufacturing these particles pairs is a delicate and difficult process, especially with resources limited in Helios. Long-term, the Andromeda Initiative plans to establish a common relay network transmitting data between buoys linked by mass-free corridors. Space, the Scourge has hampered these efforts. In the meantime, Initiative starships act like maritime mail packets carrying secure data packages that transmit to approved colony receivers. Once they're in range, the transmissions are limited by the ship's data storage and the capability of receivers, but improvements are ongoing. Ep4 is the Andromeda Initiative's designated vessel for transporting Solarian colonists to the new galaxy, mirroring the design of its human counterpart, Hyperion Ep4. can accommodate 20,000 passengers and crew in cryogenic stasis. Pacheco's development was plagued by early delays and disagreements between its senior crew and the initiative's design team. The Solarian's penchant for constantly pushing the boundaries of technology was often at odds with the realities of budgets and time constraints. At one point, it was calculated that if every vital and necessary improvement suggested by the Solarian contingent was incorporated into the Pacheco's design, its launch would have been delayed until 2204 at the soonest. After considerable negotiations and debate, a compromise was reached, and Pacheco departed the Milky Way in 2185. So, 19 years prior. In the initial wave of settlers under the command of Captain Lamont Hyger. Lucinia, constructed in orbit around Pyres in the Asari home system, Parnitha. Lucinia is named after a kingdom of wealth and learning in Asari mythology. She is built to the same specifications as her sister Hyperion, with internal modifications to accommodate Asari social preferences, and captained by Alanis Achandra. The Andromeda initiative was initially rejected as a human-driven boondoggle by many Asari investors, and the construction of the Lucinia was met with ridicule. However, the efforts drew the attention of several matriarchs who had assisted in previous attempts to send crewed missions to Andromeda. And their impassioned action addresses helped turn the tide of public opinion. At her departure ceremony, Lucinia was officially blessed by Tamna Polite, an organization of Ciarist high priestess from across Asari republics. Lucinia traveled to the initiative rendezvous point in 2184 and left the Milky Way as part of the initial departure wave in 2185. Natanus was constructed in orbit around Benton, a once lucrative mining planet in the Turian home system. Trivia: the Ark was named after legendary spacefarer Pallas Natanus, who is believed to be the first Turian to travel through a mass relay. The Natanus is built to similar specifications as the Asari and human Arks, with minor changes to accommodate her dextroamino acid-based passengers. Natanus is captained by the renowned Dea Praeton of the Sixth Fleet. Like most economical ventures, Turian investors were turned onto the Andromeda initiative by their clients. The Volus, the Turian hierarchy was initially kept in the dark to keep the initiative a private civilian project. Natanus traveled to the initiative rendezvous point in 2184 and left the Milky Way as part of the initial departure wave in 2185. And with all that read, we are finally caught up. Yeah, I'm really lost why that's still lit up, but we're gonna end this one here. Who dey all you Bengals fans out there? I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.